That doesn't make any sense, miss. Because the thing about it is, if that was the case, we wouldn't see a change before Roe was overturned and after Roe was overturned. Because it would be like, well, it didn't affect anything at all. But it has. Now, I'm going to go a step farther here. The other thing that I want to see you wrestle with and contend with, and you can tell me 1,000 reasons for why I'm wrong, is why weren't we having all these problems before? I'm going to answer that question because it's not just rhetorical. Hospitals, since the passage of Roe versus Wade, have spent the last 50 years finding ways to improve care for women's reproductive health. Their hospitals have developed procedures, they have created manuals, they have improved the way that doctors are given training, they have made it more a better match to women and to women's bodies, because they have learned that they needed to save more lives and to save more children. They've figured out more and more ways to save more and more delicate children. And every hospital has had regulations and oversight, and they've also had their own innovations in care to allow all these things to happen organically. And then you had guys in ties who think that a woman should swallow a camera so that a doctor could know how far along she is to determine if she should be able to get an abortion or not. Writing a law for everyone doesn't incorporate what hospitals are already doing or care clinics are already doing. It doesn't address the existing regulations. It just sort of turns them on their head. So, yeah, doctors are confused. They have to bring lawyers in. Okay, now, if they figure out a way over time to navigate this, that would be great. But Roe was designed to cause the least harm because its provisions in terms of restrictions only kicked in what we thought back then was the point of fetal viability. And before that, we didn't involve ourselves as a society. So, honestly, whatever this is that you're pointing to here, thousands of women dying daily is the only way to prove that we have a problem? Why do any women have to die at all? They weren't dying before. For example, abortion rates in the state of Michigan have gone from an average of 20,000 per year to 35,000 per year ever since the overturning of Roe. And it's been the same in every other blue state. And the reason that it's been that way is because of the fact that in red states, you can't get care. So yeah, maybe they're not dying, but that doesn't mean that they're not still being prevented from getting care. Because I don't have to die to be denied care. And if I have damage that I should have otherwise not had because I couldn't get care, then that also counts. It's not just about dying, miss. It's about suffering.